You know what I mean? And then like towards the end of the show, you know, you see the red, white, and blue, you know, quote unquote, battling it in the center stage, and then you see those dancers dancing in the center of the stage, and then all the spectators in the black were off on the sidelines. This was pivotal to me. This was pivotal to me. What I interpreted that as is, you know, the country is gonna have internal turmoil and conflicting within itself, but yet the black people are gonna be on the sidelines with their phones out, because those folks in all black who were off to the side in the dark. And in the fact that they were in the dark, they were in all black in the dark with their phones out. So what that signifies to me is the black people are going to be clueless while all this turmoil is going on. The black people are going to be clueless in the dark, clueless with their phones out. You know what I'm saying? Just spectating and getting entertainment from it all. You know what I mean? That's what I got from it. Great, wonderful. So his chain had the letter A on it. So I was like, okay, A must represent, you know, maybe a person in his life. What does A represent? Well, I do know that A is the first letter in the alphabet, right? And then again, A being the first letter in the alphabet, okay, what does the number 1 represent? Well, in supreme mathematics, number 1 represents knowledge. So what I took it as, you know, he's standing in the midst of a depiction of the American flag with all of these dancers in the red, white, and the blue, right? He's standing in the midst of that, and he's standing in the midst of the he's standing in the gap. You know what I'm saying? He's standing, like, you know, that Bible phrase, standing in the gap, and he's imparting knowledge to the country. You know what I'm saying? He's teaching America. He's sending a message, he's enlightening America. You know what I'm saying? And he's kind of quote unquote waking us up. You know what I mean? That's what I got from his chain, just his chain alone. You know what I mean? The symbolism is it could be deep. It could be deep. It's probably not that deep. I don't know. When he had these dudes standing under the light posts, and they were all flashing their grills. You know what I'm saying? And like some of them had dreads, some of them had fros, but they all look like hood, like typical street hood dudes, right? You know what I mean? But they all had on white shirts. And remember, each dancer color represented a faction of America. And so what I took this scene as was he saying, like, what I heard when I saw that scene, I heard the great Paul Mooney quote, where he said, everybody want to be a nigga, but they don't want to be a nigga, right? That's what I kept hearing in my head when I seen that. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's white people imitating black people and want to be like black people and appropriate the culture, but don't want to actually go through what black people go through, right? I get that. Oh, okay, that's what I got from it. That's my interpretation of it. This was not the best halftime show performance. I actually like the Rihanna performance better than this one. Like, keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was pregnant performing like that. Like, come on. You know what I mean? And I like that one even more. So, but this has definitely been the most hype halftime show of all time. I mean, I would put this halftime show up there with like Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. Hear me out. Let's think about this. Popularity wise, you can't compete with the year that Kendrick had. You know what I'm saying? He got to do the halftime show. Like, that song just goes, right? So there was so much build up to this halftime show, like an entire year's worth of a build up to this halftime show. I don't think I've never seen that. I didn't start following football until I think the very first Super Bowl I saw was maybe before, I think it was either the Michael Jackson or the Whitney Houston Super Bowl halftime show. You know what I'm saying? I think from then on, I don't think I've ever seen a halftime show with more anticipation and build up and hype as this one. Let's see what else. And then the dancers all wearing red, white, and blue. Like, he's speaking to the country. I think this whole performance, he's speaking to the country. He's letting us know, like, yo, like, this is what it is, and this is what it's going to be. You know what I mean? He's speaking to the country. And what better stage to do it than the Super Bowl, right? What better stage to send your message than the Super Bowl? And I was trying to figure out the symbolism of the dancers marching, like, and they were marching in different colors. So I guess, like, you know, each color represented a faction of America, and they're marching in an angry fashion, like they're going to war. So what he's saying, he's like, what I interpreted that as, you know, America will experience some sort of turmoil, some sort of geopolitical turmoil, and some sort of political war, some sort of civil war at some point.